The Cambridge family is gearing up to mark the anniversary of the death of Princess Diana on Tuesday, when she tragically died in a car crash on August 31, 1997. The day is thought to be particularly significant for Kate and William as they decide how much they share about her death with Prince George, 8, Princess Charlotte, 6 and Prince Louis, 3. However, William has always made it clear he wants his children to grow up knowing who she was and that she existed. This blog has now closed. Follow our latest updates here. During a documentary Diana, Our Mother, Her Life and Legacy documentary in 2017, he said he constantly talks to his children about Granny Diana at bedtime so they know there are two grandmothers in their lives. The future king said, "We they got more photos up around the house now of her and we talk about her a bit." Earlier this year, George, Charlotte and Louis also paid tribute to their Granny Diana. Charlotte wrote in a Mother's Day card, "Dear Granny Diana, I am thinking of you on Mother's Day. I love you very much. Papa is missing you. Lots of love, Charlotte xxxxxxxx." Meanwhile, George's card said, "Dear Granny Diana, happy Mother's Day. I love you very much and think of you always, sending lots of love from George xxxxxx." And Louis also showed his appreciation for Diana with a homemade card. The royal family will pay tribute to Diana this week with the statue of her, that was commissioned by Prince William and Prince Harry. The statue, located at London TMS Kensington Palace, will open to the public from 3:05 p.m. on Tuesday. The royal palaces said they will be providing access to the Cradle Walk, which is essentially the beautiful walkway around the Sunken Garden. A statement added, "We will be opening that up, freely available, for passers-by or anybody who wants to stop and take a moment on that Tuesday, especially for the anniversary." Follow our live updates here. Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, lifted the lid on one of Prince William's nightmare habits during a visit to an RAF base in Cyprus. The royal couple flew out to the Mediterranean island in December 2018 and visited RAF Akrotiri. They were delivering Christmas presents to the men and women stationed at the base from their families at home. While touring the living quarters, William spotted a bright yellow sofa. The Duke of Cambridge cheerfully remarked, "Keep the pizza off the sofas." Kate couldn't resist telling the assembled company that William was one of the biggest offenders of that particular crime. She quipped, "You're a nightmare with that." Princess Diana's death was leaked through a government minister in the Philippines according to a reporter on the scene of the crash. On Tuesday it will be the 24th anniversary of the Princess of Wales' trademark death from injuries sustained in a car crash in Paris. The fatal incident took place at around midnight at the Pont Alma tunnel as Diana and boyfriend Dodi Fayed were driven home from a restaurant. To mark the occasion, historic royal palaces have announced special access to the princess trademark statue, which was unveiled by her sons Prince William and Prince Harry last month. Meghan Markle admitted she did not know what the national emblem of England was during a throwback interview that tested the Duchess of Sussex's British knowledge. Unlike her sister-in-law, Kate Middleton, who spent most of her adulthood being groomed for a royal role, Meghan had a very different journey. Before she started dating Prince Harry in 2016, was a successful actress and her big break was her appearance on legal drama Suits. She once described herself on her lifestyle blog The Tig as the California girl, who lives by the ethos that most things can be cured with either yoga, the beach, or a few avocados. Queen Elizabeth II made a cruel comment after meeting her great-grandson Prince William for the first time, unearthed reports claim. Lilibet Diana is Meghan Markle and Prince Harry's second child and was born on June 4, 2021. Her birth was announced by Meghan and Harry, with the touching meaning behind her name honoring two important figures in Harry's life, his mother and grandmother. Despite the tribute to the Queen whose childhood name was Lilibet, she has not yet met her great-granddaughter and has not seen her great-grandson for a long time. Isabella Marsons is taking over from Katie Harris. A royal expert has highlighted the fascinating similarities between Prince Harry and his great-great-uncle Edward VIII. Nick Bullen, co-founder and editor-in-chief of True Royalty TV, said the parallels go much deeper than the two royals marrying American divorcees. Mr. Bullen pointed out that Harry and Edward both experienced rifts with their brothers. The Duke of Sussex is also penning a tell-all memoir, while Edward published his own book about his life in 1951. Mr. Bullen told Fox News, "It's fascinating when you draw the parallels between the two. Both of them married, divorced American women. We all know that, but it goes much deeper than that." Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been warned their path out of the royal family bears an eerie similarity with the story of another royal couple who opted out of the monarchy. Discussing an upcoming documentary to be released on True Royalty TV, co-founder Nick Bullen told Fox News, "The big lesson viewers will learn from this documentary is how the Duke and Duchess of Windsor sort of faded into obscurity and became bit players on the world stage. They were slightly awkward guests at dinner parties in New York. It raises the question, how long will Harry and Meghan Markle TMS values stay at such a high level? I think this documentary is a window to a story that has happened before and what could occur again." Kate and Prince William are ramping up for something big this autumn as the Cambridges make a significant move up the royal ladder. The Cambridges are ramping up for something big in the next few months, according to two royal experts. Hosts of the royal podcast Royally Obsessed claimed that Kate and William are set for a busy autumn period. This comes amid reports that William and Kate are seriously considering a move to Windsor to be closer to the Queen. Royal experts have remarked on how happy and healthy Prince Harry looks in the latest images of the Duke of Sussex. Royal experts discussed Harry's recent appearance during a charity polo match at the Aspen Valley Polo Cup in Colorado. Roberta Fiorito and Rachel Bowie, who are co-hosts of the royal podcast Royally Obsessed, said the Duke looked remarkably happy and healthy. Harry took part in the match last Thursday in his first return to the polo field since his move to the US. The Queen's attendance at the COP26 climate change conference marks yet another hint she is backing Prince Charles's lifelong work and recent pleas. The Queen is attending the two-week conference, it was announced last week. The official Twitter account for the United Nations event wrote, "We are pleased to announce that Her Majesty the Queen will be attending #26 Colombian pesos. The Queen has been able to count on a special confidant she can trust never to share details of royal family life," a new documentary has claimed. The monarch, 95, became the oldest member of the royal family when her husband of 73 years, Prince Philip, died aged 99 in April. Her Majesty has been able to count on a very strong network of support, with one of her cousins emerging as one of her most trusted confidants, Princess Alexandra of Kent. Speaking to Channel 5's documentary Princess Alexandra the Queen's Confidant, royal commentator Daisy McAndrew said, "After Princess Margaret's death, Alexandra was the closest thing the Queen had to a sister. Somebody who knows where the bodies are buried and knows how it all works." Sophie Wessex fills the terrible gap in the Queen's life left by the death of Princess Margaret, and the Queen Mother in 2002, according to a royal aide. The royal aide told the Daily Mail in 2018, she talks to Sophie in the way she used to talk to Princess Margaret. Sophie has filled a terrible gap in the Queen TMS life that was left when her sister and the Queen Mother died in 2002. Katie Harris taking over live reporting from Rachel Russell. Lady Amelia Windsor was crowned the most beautiful member of the royal family in 2016 by High Society and fashion magazine Tatler. The 42nd in line to the throne appeared on the cover of the magazine on the year she turned 21. She had been the first member of the royal family to appear on Tatler's cover since 2008, when the magazine featured Princess Eugenie turning 18. Lady Amelia, who goes by the name Mel, is the granddaughter of the Duke of Kent, one of the Queen's first cousins. A 2019 Channel 5 documentary called The Royals at War recalls one of the most brutal clashes between Charles and Edward, which reportedly happened after the Earl of Wessex invaded the privacy of the Prince of Wales' trademark son, Prince William, in 2001. Royal author Katie Nicholl explained, when Prince William was at university, and a very strict issue from the palace to the media had gone out, there was going to be a protocol when Prince William arrived and, after that, the press were to leave the prince alone. There was one camera crew that stuck around. Royal biographer Penny Junor noted that Prince Charles's press secretary found a film crew still loitering near the University of St Andrews, where William had chosen to study. Royal commentator Daniela Elza believes Kate has hugely contributed to providing the royal family with a new, warmer and familiar image. However, she argued major productions such as the upcoming film Spencer or the fifth season of Netflix's The Crown may deal a devastating blow to the work done by the Duchess of Cambridge and eat into the firm's positive image. In a comment piece for news.com.au, the royal expert wrote, in 2011, William and Kate tied the knot and the world swooned, totally enamored with this youthful, peppy version of what the royal family could look like. She showed that, like the Cowardly Lion, they had a heart. The public started to see blood beat in the icy veins of the monarchy. The expert went on claiming the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have helped the public move on from how part of the population had perceived the firm during the 90s, in the midst of royal divorces and scandals. Ms. Elza continued, in the decades since then, Kate has done nothing but work assiduously hard to cement that picture of the royal family as, in fact, a family, even a relatively functional and happy one, transplanting the far more bitter vision which preceded it. But now, all of that hard graft could be undone thanks to Spencer and the next season of The Crown, which will cover, roughly, the 90s, including the final sour disintegration of Diana and Charles' trademark marriage and the princess' trademark tragic death. Back in 2018, during a trip RAF base in Cyprus to meet serving personnel, Kate revealed there was a messy habit William had with pizza when they were relaxing at home. During the visit, William looked at the new decor of the room, before added, "Keep the pizza off the sofas." Kate quickly replied, "You're a nightmare with that." The Prince of Wales, 72, is reportedly preparing to pass on his Gloucestershire estate to his eldest grandchild and fellow future king. However, the 8-year-old isn't the only one who will be able to enjoy it. Anyone who wishes to have a private tour of the Grand Royal House can do for a price of $450. The Prince of Wales released tickets for the autumn, allowing people to enjoy walks in his Highgrove garden. Highgrove is a place of peace and tranquility, where the Prince's passion and imagination have been etched onto the Cotswold landscape, the Highgrove Garden website wrote. From the magnificent wildflower meadow to the enchanting setting of the Arboretum, the gardens embody His Royal Highness TM's gardening ideals and organic principles. Prince Charles opened up on a heartwarming memory from his childhood during a chat focused on nature with the poet laureate, Simon Armitage. The heir to the throne confessed his love for gardening and the outdoors goes back decades. The Prince of Wales was so fascinated by gardening at a tender age that he even took charge of a vegetable patch on the grounds of Buckingham Palace with his sister Princess Anne. Lawyers for Harry and Meghan have threatened British media outlets over coverage of the fallout from their exit from royal duties. But they have proved strangely reluctant to do anything similar with the authors of a biography about the couple finding freedom by journalists Omid Scobie and Caroline Durand. They have, however, previously complained about what they say are numerous inaccuracies in the book, which is due to be released in paperback with a new epilogue on Tuesday. The couple's lawyers described the book as unauthorized and said the authors do not speak for our clients and seem to rely on unnamed sources. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, both 39, are reportedly considering a move to Windsor to spend more time with Queen Elizabeth II, 95. One source told the Mail on Sunday William and Kate have been eyeing up options that are suitable for bringing up their 3 young children. The Cambridges currently split their time between London's Kensington Palace and Anmer Hall on the Queen's Sandringham estate. However, the 115-mile journey between their London and Norfolk homes has created some issues for the family. A source told the Mail on Sunday, and Mahal made sense while William was a helicopter pilot in East Anglia, and it was useful for Christmases at Sandringham, but it doesn't TMT really work anymore. It TMS a little too far away for weekends, but Windsor is a perfect compromise. They are eyeing up options in the area,